I would like to add something. One of the reasons, or main reason, of South Africa to withdraw, as we heard, not officially, they are afraid from the injury because they are qualified for Olympic Games. But I have a question for South Africa.
Pressure from Ghanaian Times.
Yeah. So my question to you, shouldn't be they decide, okay, after the press conference and the press briefing, they want to still compete. Are they allowed? Would you allow them to compete?
You said after wants to come back after this briefing.
No. Of course not. Of course not. You know how many times we prepare.
Come and join us on this beautiful journey. Experience the African dream. From Savannah.
Keep watching Magical GH.
Yeah, thank you very much for always coming here to watch me. This is Magical GH. As you can see, we are at the hockey pitch in Accra. This hockey pitch is currently hosting the All African Hockey Games. And unfortunately, yesterday, South Africa released a statement that they are withdrawing out of the hockey competition. When we heard this news, it was very sad for the federation. So today, the LOC, together with our international representatives here, held a press conference with the South Africans to tell us why they withdrew from this competition. So rumors have it that they claim our pitch is not good, and then it's not their standard, and they can't participate or they can't play on this pitch. And so that's the reason for their withdrawal. But as you can see, our fellow Africans, this is the pitch that's available for the All African Hockey Games. As you can see, I'm not a technician, but then I'm sure this pitch is not, if it's not a standard pitch, it's okay for games to go on. As we speak, there have been 6 games and there are no injuries or any technical issues. So we don't understand why South Africans are claiming they can't compete on this turf. So rumors have it that South Africans have qualified for the Olympics, and so therefore they are afraid or they don't want to play on this pitch and get injured. But why would an African brother do that? What message do South Africans want to send across? Because I'm sure if it was to be the Commonwealth Games and they are hosting in the Europe or the USA, I'm not sure South Africans can withdraw for a competition for a bad pitch, assuming if there was one. Understand? So we are very sad about the development. I heard the African Union will sit on the matter and see if they would sanction South Africa for their withdrawal, because they have obviously they have no serious reason for boycotting the hockey games in Accra. So this pitch is no old, but it's decent. You have a nice pitch, and then you can see the surrounding. So I'll bring you all updates, press conference, everything that happened right here on Magical GH. Thank you for always coming here. Subscribe, continue to support our channel. Peace out.
You're doing a great job for Mother Ghana. Dr. Kwekufo Swasari. Next to him is the man who calls the shots when it comes to hockey in Africa. Mr. Saif Ahmed, President, African Hockey Federation. And with pride, I would want to announce that we have one of our own rising to the top. Mr. Liupe Kuma is the Vice President of the Federation. Next to him is the Chief Executive Officer, Africa Hockey Federation, Mr. Ahmed Azmi. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And we've been joined by the Deputy Chief Operating Officer of the LOC, Mr. Rex Broby, and lawyer Eva Autry, a member of the Media Committee and a member of the LOC, is also in our midst. So, Dr. Kwekufo Swasari will give us an introductory remarks, and then President His Excellency will come in, and your questions will follow. Thank you.
Our daughters and our sons. We came here to play sport, to compete. Of course, their safety is more important than anything. The rules of FIH said the turf has to be certified. Yes, for qualifying tournament, and this tournament is not qualifying as we had our qualifying tournament some months ago. With our experience as a TTs, we have here 2 tournament directors, one from South Africa, one from Ghana. We have 2 umpires management, one from Nigeria and one from South Africa again. And we have 6 members of the African Hockey Federation here. I call for immediate meeting for all together to decide if we will play or not. Actually, no one make any objection against it. We said we can play on it. We came to play hockey, not to look at for a reason, not to play. And we decided to start our technical meeting. And South African team managers, both men and women, did not show up. Me as the president of Africa, COO, we have received email from Johannesburg, from SAHA headquarters, that the two teams, they want to withdraw. What is the procedure to withdraw? Because he said the turf will be not ready on 17th. They came 2 days before, took some pictures here, and they said it's impossible to be finished on 17th. As an African Hockey Federation and tournament director, we did not see the team managers. They did not came to discuss the matter with us. They did not came to show us their concern. They took their decision from their heads, which not affect us any centimeter. They withdrew, and we are here. The turf in front of you. We played 6 matches, 3 yesterday, 3 day before. We have 2 days remaining to decide which team will be gold and which will be silver and bronze. I think hockey in Africa got benefit from this turf. I will tell you something. The only country now who has certified turfs in Africa is South Africa. They have fantastic turf. But what about the rest of the African nations? We are 25 countries playing hockey in Africa. One nation has certified turf and the rest not. Of course, we have a solidarity with all national associations. And I am asking the LOC chairman, Hockey Ghana, to certify the turf before Africa Cup under 21, which is qualifying for World Cup, which will be in October. We'll be very glad. And inshallah, as we say in Egypt, we will play here again in October on certified turf. I would like to ask any one of you, if we take over the turf 20 minutes before the first match, you think we have time to test the field? No. But we are, from our experience, can decide if it is dangerous or not. We keen to save our players. Our players enjoying the matches very, very much. Thank you again. And if anybody has any questions, please go ahead.
Okay. And your media house, and your question follows.
All right, so my name is Yapo Ibrahim from GH News and also Step 1 TV. Now that South Africa have withdrawn their men and women from this competition, going forward, are they going to suffer any punishment for their withdrawal?
Okay.
Actually, this tournament, the owner of this tournament is African Union, not African Confederation, and LOC. That's why when they ask to whom we have to send a letter to withdraw, just not to us. We cannot decide these countries out. There is owner of this tournament. We are here to run the technical issues. Okay. And now we will face, I don't know if there is something from the African Union, from LOC, or I don't know. But from our side, no problem.
Okay.
All right. Sir, my name is Kofi
Please
Juma.
hold on. Your name and your media.
My name is Kofi Juma from Omi TV. Sir, looking at the situation.
Kofi Juma from
Omi TV.
Omi TV.
Yeah. Looking at this edifice that we are having, I want clarification. Do you think it's up to the standard that every player or every team or every country is supposed to come and play here, rather than seeing South Africa exempting themselves from
This question should be not to me. It should be to the captain of the teams or team managers. Are they happy with the performance of the field or not? Is it safe or not? And I'm sure nobody will tell you that this is not safe, not good. I'm not a lab testing to tell you what if it is 100% or 99%. But for safety, I'm dead sure it's very safe for the player.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Right, thank you very much. The name is Jasper. I work for Shinhua News Agency. Now, you said that out of the 25 federations in Africa, it's only one country that has certified pitch. So, going forward, what are you going to do to ensure that at least majority or as many of them have certified pitches? Thank you.
Now we are hand in hand with some countries to renew their turfs, like Kenya, Nigeria, Egypt. This is Ghana, and I offered to Dr. Asanti, who is missing here as a chairman of Ghana Hockey. I will be hand in hand with him for other turfs in Accra. And I think in next year or maximum couple of years, we will have 5-6 countries have certified turfs.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So my name is Hussein Isaac from iSports. So my question is, in your history as a hockey person, is this the first time you've had the quality of a pitch being tested by pictures? Because I know it takes a rigorous process to get pitches tested. But based on SA's statements, they took pictures, sent it to your testing agency to give them advice. Based on your experience, is this going to look like the norm for other countries? Because I know not all pitches are certified, but hockey is still played on it. We have different categories and different levels of competitions that are played. So SA taking this route, what does it say to the other members? Do other members also have the right to say we are not going to play based on what the pictures say? Or you think there's a lapse in due process that SA took to come to this decision?
If this is African Hockey Federation tour, we never come to play on not certified tour if it is qualified. This year we have 3 tournaments in Africa, regional. it's not qualifying for anything for FIH. It's one step to qualify for Africa Cup of Nations, which is qualifying for World Cup. These 3 tournaments will play, one in Kenya, one in Zimbabwe, and one in Nigeria. 3 of them, they have turfs not certified or certificate is expired, and we will play on it. Second step, we will play Africa Cup of Nations, which will be next year. This has to be on artificial turf, water-based, certified. We will follow the procedure. But this is different. When we accepted to come to All Africa Games after 21 years hockey back to games, we accepted and we knew there is no turf yet. But we were dead sure the LOC would finish in time. We had some challenges. We started with 17. I'm here from 10th to help and solve the problem. That's right? Yeah? And they appreciate what I did and I appreciate what they did. And the end of the story, I will tell them after they spend a lot of money, a lot of effort, no, we are not playing because this is not tested. Tested or lab, it's recently, last 10 years. Before that, we were playing without certified. Yeah. Do you know my experience in the FIH? It's more than 50 years. I was player, tournament director, umpire, tournament director, the most senior member in African in the International Hockey Federation. Do you think I can make judgment of turf if it's dangerous or not, or it is good to play or not? I think I have experience enough to say, but I'm not authorized to give certificate of that. Yeah, thank you.
Say, but let me say, maybe you have to clarify. The pictures they took, the time they took the pictures, we have not laid a turf. So they did not take pictures of this turf to send to whoever they claim they are testing officers or not. If they had taken pictures of this turf and come out with their argument, that would have been maybe laudable or sound. But they took the pictures when this turf had not been laid.
Even if they took the turf before, 2 days before it finished, they could come to us what you would do. They never show up. They never ask us.
Last one.
No, please.
I am Precious from Ghanaian Times. Precious.
Precious from Ghanaian Times.
Yeah. So my question to you, should it be they decide, okay, after the press conference and the press briefing, they want to still compete, are they allowed, do you allow them to compete?
You said after wants to come back after this briefing.
Of course not.
It's impossible.
Of course not. You know how many times we prepare our match schedule? Original time was 10th of March, and we postponed it 15th of March because contractor put us down, and then to 16 and 17 and 17 again without South Africa. And if they want to come again, sorry.
Okay. My name is Mark Casey. I work with Accra FM. My question is, South Africa withdrawal, is it an indictment on your authority or on you as the head of the African Federation? And going forward, what will you do to prevent similar occurrences?
I think I answered this question before for somebody here. It's the same answer. It's not our tournament. This is, we are guests here, helping with the technical and run the competition. Yeah.
Okay. 3 more questions and we'll be out of here. Yes.
Sir, please, my name is Insopor Mensah. I write for African News. And my concern is about the withdrawal from the South Africans. Is it going to affect other countries to withdraw from it? Because is it going to affect other countries? Is it going to affect us or
Guys,
other countries?
You have to know South Africa, one national association out of 25. For me, South Africa, like Togo, like Sudan, they want to come to compete, welcome. They don't want to come, it's up to them. But if it's our tournament and they come and withdraw, they will face problems. Like any other nation.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Simon Asare. I write for GNA. Yesterday, the NDC released a statement calling for the dissolution of the LOC amid the withdrawal of South Africa. My question goes to Dr. So sorry. What would be your response to this press release by NDC?
Well, I can't respond now. We're talking about South Africa's withdrawal. If only one country withdraws from the 54 countries or 52 countries who are here.
One discipline.
One. And they are competing in other disciplines. So you have to answer the question. We have 52 countries here competing in 29. We have 29 disciplines. One country decides not to compete in only one. And you think that it calls for dissolution, you'll be the best person to answer.
Okay, final question.
Final question.
No, you've had your
That's a follow-up to one of them.
Okay.
You see, look, the South Africans are here. It is not the entire South African country that has been wrong. South Africa, they are here. That's their CDM. It's enjoying most of the disciplines outside. So if one federation, one discipline goes away, we have to develop the others. We have to answer that question.
Okay, final question then.
All right. So this goes both to the African Federation and the way the case we presented, like the way South Africa handled the issue, for some of us paints a picture of some level of mistrust or something. Can you explain, has there been any maybe issues with South Africa, between South Africa and the Federation or something, for which reason they carried out issues the way they've done? Please.
Both of us?
Both of you, yes. Or maybe with the LOC and then the Federation.
My answer is very simple. South Africa is here. So you don't even need to ask me later. South Africa CDM is here. And I said earlier, and I repeat myself, South Africa has not left the tournament against South Africa. They are still here. So that's their CDM. So
I would like, excuse me, I would like to add something. One of the reasons, or main reason for South Africa to withdraw, as we heard, not officially, they are afraid from the injury because they are qualified for Olympic Games. But I have a question for South Africa. Are you sure during your preparation and your test matches before the Paris Olympic Games, the injuries will be not happen? Injuries is like a death. It's written. If you will have injury, when you walk in the street, car will hit you. If you sit on a hall like this, part of the ceiling on your head will Sports, of course, there's injury in sports, you know, but you have to have faith and believe that if it happens, it will happen anywhere, anytime. I wish good luck for South Africa in the Olympics. Of course, God will save them, we hope to save them from any injury. But it is not a reason to say I will not play. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you, colleagues from the AQ fraternity. This is where we draw the curtain.